Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I want to show you today a crazy compressor. I got it a few days ago from the guys at aiXdsp. It's called Intuition Compressor. I got it to test it and I fell in love with it because you can go so crazy with it. It's generally it's a very clean compressor, but you can it can be either a clean compressor, very transparent, or it could be super quick, like faster than I think any other compressor I tried, and it can be like crazy distorted. So now this one is on the drum bus. Let's hear how far we can take it. Yeah, so you can really squash. Like now we're going up to 50 dB reduction, and you can do it even, you can go further than that. So let's as you can see, the attack is very fast, and with the look ahead, you can just squash completely the attack, the transients. So yeah, so as you can see, it's really fast, and you can still tame it with the RMS control or with a knee type. So it can be really transparent, even with more extreme settings again. And of course, okay, now listen to the hold here. Also, it works super fast. I think it's the only compressor I've seen that the values actually represent what you hear and what you see here on the display. So look how you can actually use the hold here as an effect. Yeah. and when we blend it in with the original signal, just makes the drums dance in the groove of the song if you put the right settings in. Yeah, okay, so now let's go to the extremes. I'll drive the input all the way up, plus 18 dB. I think I need to take the fader here down. Yeah, so I can kind of work like a full-on distortion. Actually, let's turn on the auto makeup again and then we'll add, yeah. Let's take the lows out of it. $70 dBs of gain reduction, and it can be usable in a way if you find the right settings. Yes, you have a soft clip and a hard clip. At this point, it doesn't even matter which one you use. But I think it's a super cool compressor. You can do whatever you want with it. Again, from really subtle and transparent up to crazy distortion and everything in between. So yeah, now that you know that, let's just have a quick look at what I've done. All zeroed out. Yep. Okay. So let's see what have I done here on the individual tracks. Just go through it quickly. All right. So the bass drum. If you can hear it, when it's bypassed, there's a small low end bump after the attack, and it's kind of messing up the timing, and it builds up. So I just got rid of that without doing anything to the attack or the actual sound of the bass drum. So listen to it again and listen to the really low end, the bump right after the punch. Yeah, so you can see it's super tight now. Okay, let's hear the snare. Now I have two instances here. The first one is a compression very fast compression because the snare is very short. So I wanted to add some body, some ring to it, some nastiness. Let's hear it first without the compressor. And with. So it's blended in with the original signal. So only the wet signal. Yeah, it brings out the hi-hat and the room a bit, but for this demonstration it doesn't really matter. But it adds the body and the sustain to the snare. Sounds like a much better drum. And the second instance, which I really love, is the sidechain from the bass drum. And I want you to listen just to the bass drum on the snare track here. So it just disappears. It's perfect. Most compressors I try to do it with, and I do it a lot, because I usually mix a more extreme metal, and you need this type of processing. And they always have like a small transient still coming through, and this one just killed it. I've done also pretty much the same. Actually, I think it's exactly the same on the bottom snare. You can hear it even better on this one. So listen just to the bass drum. It's crazy. It didn't do anything to the sound of the bottom snare, but again, it just killed the bass drum, so there will be no phasing between them, and that's super cool. So the hi-hat has nothing on it. Let's hear the overheads. Nothing too much fancy here, just getting rid of the snare bit and kick, but actually not as much as getting rid of them as I just wanted to make some to make a movement, to make a groove, to make it work better with what is playing, and I think it does it really good. And together with the other drums, it makes much more space for the kick and snare close mics. And last one is the room mic. And again, it's a small room, so it wasn't exciting, and I had to make it to extract some excitement out of it. So let's hear it bypassed. Yeah, so you already heard I can be way more extreme with it and go for a more even traditional, like distorting the room mics. But I just wanted again to make it feel wider and deeper, and to get rid of the bass drum and snare that feels so close. So let's hear the entire drum group together. First we'll just a sec. Yeah. First we'll hear it bypassed, and then we'll gauge all the compressors. Yeah, so this pretty boring drum groove just became like, it started dancing, and I really love how you can be that precise with this compressor, and with no EQ, no anything else, just make the entire drums feel like they're bigger and they're even played better. So just one last thing, let's use this one as a drum bus compressor. And again, let's try to make it more interesting. We won't do it like a traditional drum bus compression. Let's try to work with a hold here to make it groove a bit. Okay, now let's blend it in with the original signal. There you have it. Really great plugin. I suggest you go to their site, aiXdsp, Intuition Compressor. They have a few more new plugins. It's a new company. I still need to try them, but if they're as good as this one, so I guess I'm hooked. So if you like the video, like it, comment, don't forget to subscribe. You can go to my Instagram and Facebook, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you.